hard to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah. Better when yeah. I wanna yeah. Get better when I wanna get.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Started, it's Cade York, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At their own 26-yard line.
Liking 18.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Cardinals, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Second down pass. Intercepted. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Here we go.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
In the end zone.
Cade York on now for the field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready? Hot 70, hot 70.
Looking to throw. Kimball. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, it's incomplete. Oh, it would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals add 6 to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Saints nothing.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Set. 18, 70, Kimball.
Operating from the gun. Kimball. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Look at this Arizona defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season. But they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, Booth trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Let's go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bridges. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Up the middle they go. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what would be an interesting 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Boom. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. A gain of a yard. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Kimball. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 16. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll run on first down. Booth. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Kimball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 13 yards out. And the Saints are back within a score.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Come on. Get moving, Mike.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Up the middle they go. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake. Kemble. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On 3rd down, Bridges. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 15. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down. And
they are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds his rookie wide out from Tennessee. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give running right, ETN. And he's brought down at the 34. I'll call it a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
First down.
Straight ahead, ETN. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Cardinals first down. Let's go. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
4 yards. That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
Cowboys are able to add on to that lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Bridges. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Back to throw. Kimball. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait until the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles about the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Olave holds it in. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Bridges, a solid stiff arm. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Right back to him on first down. And this time they were waiting for it as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And the 43-yard line.
Okay, break. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bullard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them in the field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
Here we go on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Now inside the 25. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Cowboys. Travis Etienne with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. New York on now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Cardinals 31, Saints 7.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
A gain of 19 yards.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Here we go, Jack.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bullard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Go.
They run the counter. Bullard. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On 1st down, Bullard. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread.
14.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Now a hit and a loose football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Wow, that is incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Kimball. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps here's a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. The final shot before break. Kimball toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The final shot before break. Kimball. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding the situation, making sure they get to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with ETN. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Looking middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. We're calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Cards take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They'll run on 1st down. Bridges. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Up the middle they go. Bullard. And very little there. He might have got a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly when the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bridges. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive is going pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Kemble will try and do this himself. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 33. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Bullard. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Come on. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Bullard. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 134 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
14-yard line.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Kemble. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Kemble. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. With his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
At the 47-yard line.
Easy in up the middle. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Saints are right back in this football game.
The Saints will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard
line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now he's going to step up and run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see a franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kimball. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Bridges. And he takes it past the 45 and down to 46. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5. Back to throw. Kimball. And they're right past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Bridges. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. Good plan for the pass first.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run on first down. Bullard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Looking to throw. Kimball. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Saints are going to be set up for the first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's loose again. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
This offense so far on third down, well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 10. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
19. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Kimball. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A throw right side here going to be incomplete. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk.
They'll try the left side. Bridges. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right out of the gun.
He's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up fourth down.
Okay, quick.
Here we go. This is fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 17.
Operating from the gun, Kimball. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling it up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw, Kimball. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off the bootleg, Kimball. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively. And it'll be 4th down.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. It's Olave. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Come on.
And the Saints.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Completes to Njoku. And he's out of bounds, so give him about 9 as that stops the clock.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there, and that's not what he did after the catch.
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Down the left sideline. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So a fourth-quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Arizona, a victory in Week 18 gives them a final mark of 13 up and 4 down. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll finish a less than stellar campaign with a mark of 6 and 11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around.